Welcome to another episode of The Guy Code. I am Ronald Oswara. Now, guys, we have a really good episode. Today, we're going to be talking about identity crisis. Now, on this episode, we're going to be covering a wide scope. So, the title just kind of engulfs everything we're going to be talking about. Now, this subject comes from an inquiry I've been getting that, Rena, should I be telling women the truth, or should I give them those empty promises that they like to hear? Then when I get what I want, I should leave. That is a question that has been presented to me quite often lately. Which is the best route? Which is the best strategy? Should I be completely honest from the get-go, or since what I want is just short term, tell her what she wants to hear, get what I want, get it over with, and leave? Because for most of the guys who are asking this question are just looking for short term, adventures or flings and such stuff like that. So I want to address that subject. Now, guys, we know the assumption that is prevalent in society is that guys will do anything to get laid. Anything. So, from the bat, just from the start, most women do expect us to lie. At the beginning, they expect lies will be there. Of course, there are some programmed women who believe that everything we say from the start is a lie. There's some men who do that. We don't really encourage going down that route, and I will share why later on. So, during this stage earlier on, whereby you get to know the lady, I would say it is easier and highly recommended that you are honest. Because, first of all, guys, on this platform and being Red Pill aware, we are our own mental point of origin, right? We are our own mental point of origin. So we put ourselves first. Honesty from the get-go is best for you first. Why? Because one, it polarizes the lady so that you will know, will she accept your authentic masculine gift from the bat, from the very beginning, or not? Also, when you lie subconsciously, there has been studies on this, subconsciously, your mind gets to experience, I would say, I'm just paraphrasing this, I would say some kind of anxiety that you are corroding your inner spirit, whereby you are denying your true self. So your subconscious picks up on that you are denying who you really are. And it doesn't go well with your own, spirit, your own alignment, your own masculine core. You do not want to corrode your own masculine core by trying to be someone else. It makes you immediately lose confidence in yourself. And when you lose confidence in yourself, you are not able to even radiate that confidence and share that confidence with someone else. So since we are our own mental point of origin, I say always be honest from the get-go, right? So what happens? Let's take a case study. What happens if you lie? What happens if you say the truth, right? So where does this dilemma come from? from the very beginning. Before we get to that junction of whether to say the truth or whether to lie and what happens then, where does this dilemma start? It starts because men are generally pragmatic. We follow the tenets of pragmatism. So how are we in this situation whereby we have that dilemma? Well, we recognize, number one, men are sexual. We need sex. Every man knows this. I need sex. Who has sex? Who are the custodians of sex? Women. Okay? So, what do women want? Women want this or that, certain qualities. So, pragmatically, what happens is that we think, I will do this and that. I will form myself. And this is where the identity crisis comes in. I will form myself to become this individual that these women want in order to get sex. Makes sense, right? Yeah, it does make sense. Quite linear. We're pragmatic as men. However, the issue comes about whereby we realize, and it comes with experience, that most women do not know this third step. Most women do not know what they really want. They just know how it feels. They don't know what they really want. They know how it feels. So what they say they want and what they respond to are two different things. So what happens to the men who get to have this experience of realizing, wait a minute, I have become what these women tell me what they want in order to get sex, but I'm still not getting sex. What happens to them? They become the AFCs, the average frustrated chumps. You know, the friend zone guys. The guys who are, and this is quite controversial, the feminist guys. Well, you see, this is what happens. When we get to that dilemma, and what leads us to that dilemma is quite pragmatic, linear thought. What happens when we get to that point of, okay, these women have told me that they want this kind of person. I have formed myself to become this kind of person, but I still do not have access to sex. So now you become an AFC, an average frustrated champ. We're like, okay. They say they want a nice guy. They say they want a guy who showers them with, who is thoughtful, who is emotionally open, who showers them with compliments, who is always there, who is always attentive. But when I offer that, I get rejected. They say I'm creepy, all this and that. They lose interest. I'm ghosted. What is that about? So that is what happens, whereby now you begin to question your identity because the man was acting not from his own mental point of origin, but trying to work with what he was given. And now it goes to the question we had earlier, whereby we're asking, okay, should we just offer them what they want or what they tell us they want? Well, the AFC, the friend zone guys, did that. They still didn't get it. Of course, we know a couple of things that factored in. Of course, being the one is that attraction is not a choice. So if you're not physically attracted from the get-go, you don't have a foot in. There are those who still maybe had a foot in, but the ladies lost interest because of guys who actually act and behave and talk themselves out of sex, So that's the situation we're getting to deal with, whereby the men are asking, okay, I'll become what they told me to become, but it's not working. And then you realize, okay, it seems these ladies don't even know what they want. So what do I do now? Be your own mental point of origin. Do what you want to be, the truest version of yourself, right? For those guys who are wondering, should I compromise then? Should I compromise to be this person that they want? Well, who is this person? And this person that they claim to be, to want and to really like is not the person that they respond to. If you look at their observation, if you observe them, if you observe them, right? So when men get to be their own mental point of origin and operate in their own masculine core that they have built, and they are confident, because honesty brings confidence, because deep down you know you are competent in certain areas, you can do it. Just like we say in gyms, you can't walk into a gym and act like you can lift heavy. You have to lift heavy. You can't manifest lifting heavy. You have to do it. And when you do it now, you feel you're competent. So you walk around saying, I have done it. It's not a speculation. It's not a manifestation. You have done it. This is what living in truth gives you. It gives you that confident aura. Sometimes you don't even have to say it. They notice that confident aura, even in your body language, you know? I've seen even things like the green lines, whereby your body language actually shows your frame, which is from your reservoir of confidence and competence in your own ability to achieve what is expected of you. So what happens is the individuals in the friend zone, the individuals who are AFCs, they become what these women say they want. They become that man who spoils them, who is always a yes man, who always bends down to their whims. But the women get to silently resent them. Why? Because they are constantly failing shit tests. These men don't know that there are such things as shit tests, but they are. What are shit tests? We have covered it in previous episodes, whereby she does things to test your masculine core. Will you stand up to her or call her out so that she can have faith that you will stand up for her? If you can stand up to her, she will have that confidence that you can stand up for her. But if you can stand up to her, then you can stand up for her, and that is immediate, disqualification as far as attraction. So the guys in the friend zone who have been told, I think you're a really nice guy, but I just don't feel like that. So what happens is that they stay as orbiters. They are just hoping that one day this woman will kindly find out how good of a person I am and finally appreciate who I am for what I'm doing for her. So I will be that emotional tampon for her to just soak in everything when she wants a rant and all that, But the whole time, she hasn't been checking for you because, as we know, desire is not a choice. Desire is not negotiable. So is that the kind of life many men want to live initially? No. We want to live lives whereby we know that the ladies that we care for have passionate desire towards us, and it inspires a masculine essence to do what is best for them to make them happy. It's a give and take. We share our masculine essence, they share their feminine essence, and we create this environment whereby both of us are getting nourished. But when the man is trying to give in empty promises, trying to be something he is not, then it begins to have some trouble, because sooner rather than later, this will come out. And now it will even be worse, because now, number one, you've corroded your own confidence in your own masculine core. Secondly, now she will no longer trust you and whatever you have to present, even if it is short term. Because if it works out short term for one lady, you will do it for others, and you will be living a lie and not confident and not operating in a space that really benefits you. It benefits them in the short term, but you just get what? Momentary pleasure that for the most part means nothing, and will not add up to nothing, will not add up to anything in the long run. So you deserve better and more fulfillment than that, than the meaningless sex as a reward. So guys, always have yourself as your own mental point of origin. Always share your authentic masculine essence, whether it's a short-term fling, whether it's a long-term. Always do that, because it builds your own confidence, it builds your own self-conscious, it builds your own capacity to believe in your own competence, and helps you in this journey of becoming the best version of yourself, and to attract the dream kind of wife that you hope to get in your lifetime, to extend your lineage and build your legacy. So guys, I hope I have shared some insight that you have found very beneficial in this episode on identity crisis, on the fact that we need to have ourselves as our own mental point of origin, to build ourselves, and to always share and give and offer the world our authentic masculine essence at all times. I really appreciate the comments and the feedback you give me after every episode, and the discussion as it continues on the Telegram channel at Guy Code Kenya, and on X at Guy Code Kenya. Let it continue. Let us build up on this subject and have more wisdom to share and build each other on. Until next time, guys, we shall talk soon. Bye.
Guy Code with Rena Osware.